my wife always has very mixed feelings about bringing me along to things. On one hand, I think she wants me to go and feels it's important I should go. But the constant complaining that goes on once I get to the office, and then once we get in, my helpful hints for how they can improve their business and that kind of stuff. It's always humiliating to her, so she doesn't know what to do. It usually starts at the doctor's office with the waiting room, because the waiting room, when you're at the doctor's office, especially the kids' doctors, is stacked high with books about magazines on mommy. It's all these magazines about modern mom. And it's like the first beef is, where's the car and driver? When I go to the dentist office, you think I just want to read about dentistry for an hour before I head in for the tooth cleaning, or I'm going to go get the car thrown up on the rack at the transmission place? Where's the transmission? The idea that you want to read about what they do couldn't be further from the truth. The idea is I would like to pretend I'm somewhere else completely. I don't want to see all the mother stuff. And, Lisa, what's her name, from Entertainment Tonight, talking about step parenting and the challenging role of that. No car, mate. So it's stacked high with the magazines. A lot of places do this. I can't stand it, and it seems like they're the height of lethargy. How lazy? Because these things are obviously given to your office for free, so you just spread them out. Go ahead and get a Road and Track, a Sports Illustrated. Get something in there, even a Time and a People. It's obvious these things are given away, and I wouldn't mind paying. Like, go ahead. Here's what you do: you have 50 patients. Go ahead and tack an 8-cent surcharge on everyone's stuff for reading material. I mean, it's an interesting thing. Like, right on the side of the bill, it's going to cost you an extra 15 cents per patient, per whatever, for reading material and a coffee machine and a water dispenser or something like that, whatever it is, just so I could sit there and not go insane. So there's that part. Then we get into the office, and they're going to measure the kids. Measuring kids and weighing them and all that stuff. It's what you do with trout. You essentially become something you're brought up from a lake because they don't cooperate. Go stand on that scale, stretch out, stand up straight. No, there's none of that. You throw them out and you stretch them out. You put weird devices on them.
Well, are they tall?
They're a little above everything, and the boy is now morbidly obese.
Oh no!
Has began a diet regimen, but he's way heavier, or not way heavier, but he's in the 75 percentile or whatever it is. But you strip them down, you weigh them, you stretch them out. So they have this measuring device. And the way the measuring device works is it's sort of like a caliper. It sort of slides out and has a couple right angles at the end. They put it on the guy's head and it slide out. If anyone ever used something called a Brannick device, that's what you put your foot into at the old shoe place.
Right.
There was a time when you would get your foot measured. When you bought a shoe, it was the greatest time your foot ever had. You'd place your foot down. Some guy'd come up, press your toe up, slide the thing back, and then push it up against your heel. Well, you're an 8.5. I don't know why.
Like a king.
It was
when
awesome.
They were doing that. Yeah, that was fantastic.
That's what they do with the babies. They put them in a little thing. And...
No, it's that, but it's made of wood and it sort of slides. And they put the thing at the head and they put the thing at the foot. And the nurse is doing it, and I can see that the boy's leg is bent to the point where his heel is practically touching his ass when she's doing the measurement. Now, I notice everything. That's my problem. My wife is blissfully unaware of anything. That's her gift. But I've noticed the leg is bent. I'm about to pipe up, go, well, I could stretch the leg out, get an extra 4 or 5 inches out of him, but I don't know. Maybe you do it that way, and I don't care. Mm-hmm. That's the other thing, too. I don't, they seem like normal, healthy children, but I am going to pipe up, and I decide, you know what, that's all you do. That's all you do is pipe up, and then everyone looks at you, and then people get defensive, and the conversation goes like, I'm not, here to tell you how to do your job, but it seems to me like the knee's bent. The knee wasn't bent, sir. Well, I could see that it was bent, and then the look from the wife, and now they're both looking at me, and then the weird kind of uncomfortable, make it worse back. If the knee is supposed to be bent, then you did a great job. But if it seems to me that, and then the wife says, I think she works here. I'm sure she knows what she's doing, and I'm saying I'm not. And then you get into one of these things. So I just said, look, F it. Mm-hmm. Leave it alone. So then the doctor comes in, and the doctor says, let's see here. Says the boy is 3.5 inches long? That can't be right. He looks much bigger than whatever it says on the thing. And then I sheepishly raised a hand. Well, his leg was bent pretty good in there. Oh, okay. We gotta remeasure. So they lay the kid back down again, and here comes the Brannick device. And again, there's a thing that kind of comes out at 90 degrees, and then the sliding thing. It makes picture a C-clamp that slides out and then slides back in, a caliper, if you will, for the baby. But the problem is the flaps at the end bend further than 90, so you have to kind of hold it, and you're holding the kid still, and at a certain point, as me, my wife, and then the doctor attempt to get an accurate measurement on the kid, one holding the kid, the other holding one end of the device, trying to eyeball it at 90 degrees, the other I announce, well, maybe this isn't the best piece of equipment. Perhaps there's an improvement that could be made. And she says, oh, no, it's great. It works great. And I said, well, yeah, perhaps. But the first measurement that was taken with it was inaccurate. And now it's taking 3 of us to use this thing on a 2-month-old. So great is out of the question. And we'll have to downgrade it to good. I don't think it could be great. Now the looks start again. This is the one we always use. I know it's no good. It doesn't work. Oh, no, it works fine. How can it work fine? We're using it again. It didn't work the first time. No, just hang on to that end. I'll hang on to this end. We'll get a third person to hang on to the kid and stretch him out. Yes, perhaps there's a better... No, it can be. And now it's on. Uh-oh. Now it's game on. It's game on, and now I realize I don't know what to do. Should I just take a Quaalude and like have a 16-ounce tall boy beer before I go in everywhere and just go, Adam, what do you think? F it. Is that what they want?
Well, I'll tell you what, that would have been great, because then that would have been a nice end to the story for you, is you end up getting banned for life from the doctor's office, and you never have to go again and deal with their crummy magazine.
It would be nice.
I think when Lynette packs up the babies, she should pack up for you a magazine, Car and Driver, and a lewd.
Yeah.
The binky and the diaper and stuff for you.
Yeah. I don't know if I need Car and Driver. That seems a little redundant. I'll take Car.
Is that what it's called?
Yeah, Car and Driver. Yeah, I'll take Car and big jugs, Car and model airplanes, Car and sports stuff, stuff I'm into.
Yeah.
Don't need the driver part. I'll do the driving math.
But by the way, so how did the boy's wang turn out? I assume that's part of the measurement.
There was that point when she stripped the diaper off and, did the work in the sack like a speed bag move that the doctor's very clinical, a lot of cheek spreading and examining.
How did the boy take all this stretching and measuring?
He was fine, and she was fine until the shots came. And the shots are brutal. And here's the other thing, and you guys help me, tell me if I'm done with this, if I've screwed this math up or not. But the nurse is bragging. The nurse is bragging, saying, the kids don't take well to these shots. It's painful for them. It's the first time they've experienced any discomfort at all. And the good news is instead of giving them 6 shots, which most places do, there's 6 separate shots. Like, it's very, very uncomfortable for the children. We have 3. Because the last shot is 3 in 1. And I said, well, you mean it would be 5 shots? It would be 5 shots because you got to do the third one anyway. That's 3 in 1 and 5 in 1, and then there'd be the 2 more. No, 6 shots is what you normally. Right, but you give the 1 shot, the single shot. Then, now the wife's giving me the look again. Then there's the second shot, right? And then the third shot is 3 in 1, but you would still give them the 1, and then 2 more. That's 5. Right? Okay, normally it's 6, but we do that. All right, at a certain point, I decided to just cut my losses and keep moving forward with that one too. My wife gave a lovely confused answer too when asked how tall her nephew was. We were trying to figure out the height of the nephew. She said 5'12" at one point. In which case, I quickly replied, the boy is 13 pounds, 16 ounces. It's nice me and the doctor making fun of my wife. She was a little flustered at the time. To be fair to her, she said something like, yeah, I think he's like 5'10 or 5'12. It came rolling out, but still, neither one of us missed the opportunity to make fun of her.
Well, then it wasn't a
total
completely
loss.
wasted trip.
No. We salvaged the day.